Hello, Scorpios, and welcome to your March 2024 reading. So, the month of March is a very hectic month when it comes to things because we have the beautiful equinox, the beginning of the year, spring, Ostara. We have a new moon in Pisces, of course, because we're in Pisces season. So that new moon will be a great time to put your intentions into what you want to bring the light on when it comes to the depths of your spirituality, of your subconscious, unconscious, all of that watery world. And we have a full moon in Libra with an eclipse. And so equinox, Libra, we have all of that energy towards balance. The full moon will show you the unconscious things, the hidden things that maybe were preventing you from being in a balanced, just world. And so with the eclipse, that's going to give you the opportunity to break a cycle, eclipse what was preventing you, and so on. So here we go. In that idea, I meditated on your energy, and what came out, first card, here we have the Justice with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, yes, we're going into Aries season, and the equinox is actually going to mark this. But you come in the month with this principality right away. Your willpower and justice. What is it? Can I bring my will? Can I go for my dreams? Where's my ambition, my drive, my energy level? The second card, I have the Six of Pentacles, which is great because there's no use of bringing my will if it's to plant it in an unfair world. Six of Pentacles allows us to understand, and there we have scales again, the balance of the give and take, the balance of worth and value in what we offer and what we receive, and how, if it comes from an infinite place, it is not conditional, but it is unconditional. That's the teachings of the Six of Pentacles. And at the end of the month, here, this was on the side. So when they put things on the side, for some it's up, for some it's down, but let's just explain the meaning of the cards. This is following our heart. This is being received into what we're bringing and having that, this is what I love, here it is. And vice versa, I can receive love without thinking anything about it, around it. There's an understanding about that. And here is the card of investing oneself. Investing oneself into what we love. Putting our energy, our knowledge, grounding it, and making it fructuate. There's an understanding about that is coming to you at the end of the month. So let's look under our King of Wands and Justice. I have the Five of Wands. So maybe we are a bit conflicted when it comes to this pairing of fire and justice. And under that, I have a Tower with the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. And that is, the Tower in that case is going to undo maybe the mental structure or the idea, the principle, the structure from which we were building things that were preventing us from allowing abundance, success, building what we love, receiving the boats. This is when our fire is in a shape of allowing. So here we have a lot of fire, Scorpio. Four of Swords, this is when we're trying to heal from our past disappointments and heartaches. So if at one point we wanted to bring what we love out there, and maybe we have some negative heartaches, disappointments when it comes to this, we'll be conflicted when it comes to doing it again. Maybe we believe that the world is not unfair, or maybe we still harbor beliefs that can sabotage us in a way. And I say that because under our Six of Pentacle, we have the Seven of Sword on the side. So for some, it's stronger than others. So of course, it's hard to believe that the world is fair when it comes to me bringing what I love and what I want to build, if I feel that I can be betrayed by that same world, that I don't have what it takes, the weapons to actually make it there. There's a defeatism, there's a fear of confrontation, of imagining that there's something that I don't have the means to confront out there. Thief in the night. So under that, I have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So here, we're stumbling on the swords because our fire is a bit chaotic because of the leftover beliefs. That's why we need that understanding. If when it comes to the Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, that beautiful balance of the waters. Here I offer what I love, and the people that can take it with joy and give me back the same thing. That's how the universe is supposed to work. Justice is ruled by Venus. Let's not forget about that. But if I have anxiety around this, that means that I kind of lived something that was not that. And that prevents me from actually being able to perceive it coming towards me. So that's what the Tower is going to try and bring down. Bring down that lightning, that understanding, so that whatever I hold on to, that idea that makes kind of a pit of fear in my stomach, I can release, because this is what is blocking me. So this is really going to unblock the source of your anxiety, the source of your feelings of powerlessness, disempowerment, I should say, and that puts you into that stagnant position, not allowing success, joy, the joy of bringing what we love into this world. So let's clarify this for you, Scorpio. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Scorpios for the month of March 2024. Scorpio. Okay, Justice and the King of Wands. Justice and the King of Wands. Ooh, I cut them in time. Okay, so we have strength. We have the Queen of Wands. And here we have the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. So I think there's a reversal or a choice here. Do I live in an infinite world or a finite world? What do I mean by that? If I live in a finite world, that means a closed up world. That there's only what I see. When somebody gives me something, like a pie, if they give me a piece of pie, that's a piece of pie missing that will not go to other people. Therefore, I need to deserve that part, to accept it, not to feel like I owe anything or that I'll have to pay back for it at one point. I cannot be in unconditional giving and receiving if I believe that the world is finite. When you look at this guy, you see that it's supposed to represent the balance of the universe, and you have a rich guy and two poor guys. This guy lives in an infinite world. There's no limit to how much he can receive because it's not taking away from anybody. Okay? If I receive worth, value, joy, experiences, enlightenments, and this and that, it's not taking it away from somebody else because it comes from an infinite generative source. The poor guys here, they're receiving from him, and they can receive unconditionally because those little pennies, they know he's not giving his last shirt to give it to them. He won't be asking next week to have it back with interest because he's been a good person giving it to them, and therefore they owe him. No, they know that they don't owe him anything. They can therefore receive it unconditionally. And he gives in the same manner, unconditionally. That means I'm not giving because I have an agenda behind my head. I'm not giving because you're justifying it by what you're doing for me. I'm giving out of distribution from my infinite space. That's the Six of Pentacles. So, at one point here, the Lovers, we have the feminine looking at the angel, receiving the knowledge of what is justice, what is balance. That's why justice is ruled by Venus, the planet, the principality of unconditional worth, value, and love. So, the only way for things to be balanced is if everybody is aligned with the source of unconditional love, worth, and value within themselves. So the feminine gets it. Then she can communicate it to her masculine. It's like your right brain gets it, communicates it to the left brain. And then you can make the inspired decision or the way you're going to act in this world in accordance to a Six of Pentacles or not. So whatever were the remains that would hold you to the old version of justice that you might have had is trying to crumble here with the Tower. Let's look at that Five of Wands. There's still a bit of conflicting wants and needs when it comes to that. My energy is not completely on board. Maybe I still unconsciously juggle the two principles of when it comes to me investing and putting my energy and my focus and it actually bringing something forward. King of Pentacles. Around my worth, around my capacity to create solidity, commitment, and growth in my life. Let's look at the Tower. What is the Tower trying to bring? I need to be able to envision it in order to align all of my energy in it. The sun. It's the clarity that provokes the tower. The sun is, you want to invest in what makes you happy and what you want to express into this world. Well, you gotta believe that it's going to be received, that it's going to be in the alignment of things. So the sun is shining on that aspect. Let's call it like that. Six of Pentacles. For Scorpios, Six of Pentacles. Ooh, all right. Queen of, oh, here we have two queens in reverse. Okay. So we're getting the understanding. We have a hard time making that decision. Our feminine here is not seeing it. Still looking at things from the old disappointments and heartaches, from the disbalance, the unfairness of our experiences. Queen of Wands, she's still attracting it. Doesn't even know, because she's the law of attraction. So that prevents us from being able to take the new path where things will be balanced, where we'll be able to follow our heart and just be not sporadically make, I want to write a book. I write for 3 nights. It's amazing. And then I stop for a month. Why? Because I start doubting the flow of it. I start doubting that it will be received, that I can actually follow my heart, all of this, okay? Let's look at, this is how, and I had the Three of Swords. These old beliefs that prevent your heart from just following your, expanding, being happy, being in love, being joyful. The beliefs that are restraining your heart. Let's look at that Seven of Swords, because that's for sure a big one. And it's right there in the middle of your spread. I have the King of Wands again with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Going for your happiness. This is where you have a hard time allowing yourself to do it. You have a hard time seeing it. You're letting these beliefs disempower you, rob you of your capacity to aim your ambition, your goal, your energy towards what you want to build. That will make you happy. That would be your emotional fulfillment. Where did you pick that up? Probably in your childhood. Maybe you think you don't deserve that, or this is trivial, or whatever. But you have a hard time seeing that that's the only way for things to be balanced. Let's look at that anxiety with the Six of Cups. Five of Pentacles, a little left over. But here we have the World, so that means that cycle is done. You can build, and you will stop just waiting and working like, because the Seven of Pentacles, the guy is wand is transformed into a shovel. It's more like, at the salt mine here. Life is that. You gotta work. You gotta put your energy in that kind of sense. Waiting. I'm not waiting anymore. That's it. I want to build what I've always loved. I want a reality that represents my heart. And not what I've lost, the beliefs that I'm not enough, or that I've sacrificed myself so much that I have a hard time adjusting in a Six of Pentacles idea. Let's look at that Ace of Swords. You need to understand what you need to heal. You need to see the bigger picture so that you can allow yourself, without sabotage, to actually follow your heart and build on what you love. Four of Pentacle. Four of Pentacle always has, okay, I'm safe here, I'm going to remain here. It's good to keep your energy, but then at one point it just becomes fear. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, leftover of the old projections, because we need to heal. It's almost like I cannot be in the flow if I'm fearing at the same time. I have to understand what is my fear, and we have it here. What if it's not received? What if it's not accepted because it's not enough? What if what I want to offer and follow my heart is not enough? That is a disempowering belief. Eight of Swords. So you need to get out of your head. Four of release the stress, the pressure you're putting on yourself. Release the anxiety around it. So it's almost like we have the anxiety of obligations, of expectations, of can I allow myself to do that? Is it possible? And the other pressure is your soul that just wants you to express something that your beliefs are preventing you to do. So this month, I think you're going to feel it more and more. Some of you will clear it right away. The key is to understand how the justice of the universe in an infinite world works. And it's either your truth or not. That what emanates from you has worth and value in the eye of the divine that is within you, because that's what's guiding you. So being guided by your vibration, by higher frequencies, by what you love is enough. So on that, my beautiful Scorpios, I am sending you all my love and light. I'll call this oh my God. How should we call this? Because this is when you're allowing yourself to follow your heart. I'll call it justice, because in a way, this is all about really understanding it. Justice. So on that full moon here with the eclipse, open yourself to, okay, bring the insight of it within me so that I do not sabotage anymore and I can go for what I love. On that, my beautiful Scorpios, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Subscribe, please, to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's a website in the plus section under the video there. Very easy, user-friendly. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, new moon, full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most efficient for you. On this, namaste, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.